Alrighty, so today we're talking about PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 and the current horde of games. You can't quite see Carlos Jose because we've got that many games so far. And in the short kind of period, we do have quite a little collection going on. So, yeah, let's have a little chat about PlayStation 5, the thoughts of it. Love the console. I think the 4 is was brilliant. Much like Switch 2 is PlayStation 5. These generations are going to be super collectible, which I will say. The Switch and the Switch 2, just because of the backwards compatibility, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, it's extended these two consoles to make them into really ultra collectible things. So maybe I don't even want to go down the Nintendo Switch rabbit hole, but it's a good one to go down for collecting wise. And modern day classic collections, I think, are going down. A couple of games that are not in here that are decent. Road 96 I played through. Ratchet and Clank I thought was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Put a 10 out of 10 on PS5. 85-90% overall. Space Marine 2, I haven't got it in here yet, but I'm looking to get the gold edition. I want the gold edition. What else? Alan Wake 2 was brilliant, absolutely loved the little game trial on there. So yeah, we've been playing quite a few different kind of bits and bobs on the old PlayStation 5. And yeah, loving it out to play the old PlayStation 4 as well, because we've got a decent library as well. So yeah, let's just talk about some PlayStation 5 stuff going forward. Can't wait to play Ghost of Yute and GTA 6. That's going to be fantastic. If you haven't already seen my video about GTA 6, I think it's going to be brilliant. And there's another video out there. Yeah, lots of awesome games coming out. Manifold Garden, haven't played this yet, still sealed. Yeah, quite an interesting puzzle type game, just something rare that I've seen on one of the groups and picked up. The Chant, nice little box edition. Haven't played through this one yet. Nice survival horror, looks pretty awesome, looks kind of like a Supermassive type game. So yeah, I'll be really keen to jump into that. Nice little edition as well. I quite like these big box editions as well. This is a pretty good box edition as well. It's got both of the Plague Tales. So that's quite a good one I'm going to get into on there. I never got into it on the PlayStation 4, so I'm looking to get into it on the PlayStation 5. So yeah, some decent-ish titles there to get my teeth around. What I will say is with the PlayStation 5, I have been loving the big PlayStation Plus and all this kind of thing. I have been taking it a bit more for granted than I had with the 4. I think I played the 4 a lot. I think over time we'll get used to it. I'm just loving the ease of use on it though, and I think it's a bit better than reinstalling the games and moving games on and playing games a bit more easier. So I will say that as well. Sonic Superstars here. Yeah, very good actually. Sonic games are hit and miss. I played the other Sonic, and it was absolutely pants. Sonic Frontiers, is it? Sonic, whatever, the one with the bloody dull and dreary Unreal 5 engine. Let's knock around and it doesn't make any sense. It's very blocky, very miserable. Tries to be like a near automata type game almost. It's a bit, what are you trying to do? I don't know. They're trying to reinvent the wheel almost, everything with that game. That was really disappointing. I also didn't like, I tried another, they had Silent Hill, the short message on PlayStation, which you can play for free. Absolutely terrible game as well. Didn't rate that. One of the worst games. Don't like the story. Don't like the message. It's weird, but there is other games I do enjoy. Exoprimal. I'm looking forward to just trying this one. Capcom. really listened to what people have said on it. I've checked out the gameplay myself. Really cheap pickup, as a lot of the games are pretty cheap on PlayStation 5. It's creeped up a bit now because people got a bit more involved because they want the Pro, and I think a lot of people was waiting, just like myself, to get onto the games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's dinosaurs and guns, you know what I mean? It's going to be alright. If not, for less than a tenner, I think it was like 6-7 quid, you know what I mean? Who cares? Humanity. Yeah, I played that online on here on the Plus, so I haven't really opened it up on here, but I've been playing. It's kind of like a modern day Lemmings, from the Enhanced group who did Res and all that kind of stuff. So really cool game studio. So yeah, it's kind of like a modern day Lemmings, I would say, and you just got to figure out puzzles and that kind of stuff. Super Bomberman R2. Yeah, completed that on the PlayStation 4. It's really good. I like playing online as 64 Battle Royale. If you do like your old Bomberman games, really recommend picking this up. The story mode is a bit strange with the characters and bits and bobs, but it is enjoyable. If you do like your Bomberman games, this is a good one to get back into. Yeah, pick it up. It's, as I say, lots of dirt cheap games you can find on there. And the online mode, the 64 player mode, is absolutely great fun. I platinumed that on the PS4. Like a Dragon Ishin, not played through this one, but I recently finished Judgment and some of the other Yakuzas. So yeah, looking forward to. I like the setting in this one. I know there's a new pirate one coming up as well, but this is old school, sort of Japan. So that'll be quite interesting. Stray. Pick it up and play if you haven't already played it. That's really good fun as well. These are really cheap. I played the Pathless. What's my thoughts on the Pathless? It is very cheap. It is from the creators of Abuzu and who were originally on Journey and the rest of it. I played a little bit of it. I got a few hours in and didn't really enthrall me as much as some of those games, but it's a smallish type game from the studio. I do love the studio, so we'll support them. I am looking forward to the newer game that's coming out from them. Maybe that'll be a bit better, but I support them. Did love Abuzu and I did love Journey, but yeah, it's kind of a mid-tier game. It's not. It didn't blow my mind, that one. Horizon Forbidden West. Now, this game is absolutely amazing. The graphics on it are amazing. A little mark on there. Yeah, the graphics on this are absolutely amazing. Some of the best graphics on PlayStation 5. There is another video as well that shows you the best. I talk about the best graphics on PlayStation 5 on this channel. Yeah, fantastic graphics. Really, really good fun to play. Does get a bit long-winded, I would say, than the first one. I love the first one. Does get a bit long-winded into it. There's a lot of dialogue. I kind of forgot how much dialogue are in Horizon games. I don't know, it doesn't feel... I thought the first one was more fun for me. But as I say, the graphics are beautiful. It's a beautiful environment. It's good going around. Bit too many caves, bit too many jumping elements. Kind of slows down the tempo, I would say, is constructive from it. Still yet to get all the way through on there. But we'll see. We'll see how it progresses. Great graphics, great dialogue, great acting. Just yeah, it's a bit choppy in parts. It's very long-winded, very heavy dialogue. So if you are kind of playing some of these games, there is some games as well that are going to take up all your time, and I would suggest just playing through it all in one go. But for me, it was just, a lot of the times when I finish work, I just want to come and chill, and it's a bit kind of overwhelming as well. Another game I played, Forspoken on there. I just give it a little go digitally on the PlayStation, on the PlayStation Premium there, and too much dialogue, too much I think I played about 2 minutes of gameplay of in nearly 45 minutes of dialogue and speech, and there was a court meeting, and yeah, I know it goes into fancy elements and in the future, but that was kind of, you want some realism, but you want fantasy, but it was too much dialogue and not enough gameplay. Just, I don't know, very a bit lazy with creating the graphics and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. There's a reason why it's bargain basement, and the reason why they're giving it away really cheap. And yeah, shame. This is what you've got to say as well, constructively. What you do want, a bit of flow into the story, and the characters. They try to go with a big story, but at the end of the day, you want good gameplay, and too much dialogue can be a bit of a bad thing sometimes. So. Yeah, that was, Forspoken. I'd avoid that. Nice little one. It's growing on me even more and more and more. Slitad, I absolutely love this. I give this like a good 7 out of 10. It's a bit short. It can, the levels kind of repeat on itself, but it's a good little story. I think they could do a bit more horror, a bit more sort of cutscenes on it. But a good little start from the studio. Some nice little elements into it. I quite enjoyed it, and it's a bit better than some of the other cheap survival indie horrors out there. So yeah, very decent. Go pick it up if you can find it. Astrobot, absolutely loved that. Got that for Christmas. Played it to bits. We'll go back through and find all the little robots. But if you want to really feel how good the PlayStation, feels, that does everything with a control fantastically. They were really brilliant with the PlayStation VR. Was my game of the year back then, and it is definite, to see why it's game of the year as well on this rendition as well, because it's just so much fun and really good to play with a controller. So if you have got little family members as well, young ones who you want to show or share your living space with and get them involved in some games, Ratchet and Clank and Astrobot are fantastic games for youngsters as well. Street Fighter 6. Let's talk about Street Fighter 6. Steelbook edition here. Quite hyped about Street Fighter, but a bit disappointed again. Better than 5, not great. Did like the final fight elements, but you're wandering around that more than you're actually playing some of the games. The games, the graphics look very nice, very flowy, but it doesn't have anything that sticks with you and lasts for a long time. So it just kind of feels a bit lifeless almost. Some of the lobbies are dead as well. There wasn't many active players on there. So yeah, a bit of a weird one really. They've gone for like weird characters and a bit keep trying to reinvent it as well all the time. Whereas SNK, they keep the same movesets, they keep the same, and just build on top, but improve the graphics and improve the story and try and build on there. But it's it's kind of like, oh, you never forget how to ride a bicycle. You jump straight in. With Street Fighter, it's just reinvented all the time, and it just seems a bit more for everyone rather than its loyal fans. It's more for Evo, it's more for basic fans as well. Whereas your old sort of, Street Fighter 2 fans back in the day, regular Street Fighter players, just feel a bit abandoned, a bit left behind. So I don't know where I'm going to go with Street Fighter 6 and Street Fighter going forward, to be honest. I'm more interested about City of the Wolves that's coming out in spring, in March, April time. So I'm more excited about the King of Fighters games these days, which is a bit of a disappointment. That was a bit disappointing. Worth a playthrough, very cheap, but as I say, don't pay too much for that. UFC 5, very good. More of the same, just like 4. Has new updates nearly every other week as well for like the pay-per-views that are coming up. The only worry is this EA Sports. They are kind of rinsing and repeating and re-copying some of the game elements in there. So my only constructive criticism there is if they don't improve going forward and keep trying to do this, keep making improvements and keep flushing out the same game, I'd be a bit worried about that. I don't want it to become like a FIFA and that kind of stuff. But the online modes are very good, and the career mode is fantastic, which I played and had a great time on it. So good, but worrisome for the future. Worth a playthrough, yeah. Stellar Blade, an absolute classic on PlayStation 5. Definitely pick it up. My only sort of thoughts from giving it a perfect score, it's almost a 9.5, 9 out of 10. Can be very difficult at times, unless you want to go around and do all the pointless missions and little NPC tasks and all that kind of stuff and build your character really up. Some of the timings of the bosses you need to jump and do, but other than that, the graphics are brilliant, the character's good, the setting's brilliant, very futuristic, very good. If you like Nier Automata games and all that kind of stuff, you will absolutely love this. If you like Sekiro and different types of games as well, definitely recommend it. The character's brilliant, lots of lovely costumes as well. Yeah, it's great, it's good fun. Yeah, hope to see more from them. Cocoon, love this game from the creators of Inside Limbo. Have been playing this on the channel. We'll be playing for a bit more as well. It is very, very hard to get a grips around it, so maybe see a playthrough of it. But it's worth a go and is something totally different, just like Manifold Garden, than your regular sort of games in there. And Ghostwire Tokyo, this is all games I have so far. But a decent little collection I've got together so far, and I'm enjoying the good majority of the games. Ghostwire Tokyo, love this game. Very reasonably priced, very cheap. Actually has the voice, I do believe it's like Kakashi from Naruto, it's like maybe the Japanese voice actor, it's very similar. You do like hand signs as well, just like you're in Naruto, to like get the ghosts and that kind of stuff. And it's from Tango Gameworks, so I do believe, I'm not sure if it's Shinji Mikami or someone pretty similar, but excellent game, something totally different, a lot of the games, I don't want to play all the same types of games, I'm looking for something new, something refreshing. That's a bit of me, I quite like that. Let me know if there's any sort of good PlayStation 5 games I should maybe pick up and find. Contemplating Helldivers, as I say, I'm looking for Alan Wake and the Space Marine 2 Gold Edition. So let me know what you think of the PlayStation 5, what games to play, what's good, what you're feeling at the moment. Also seen on the Play Asia site, they have Under Defeat as well. I do like my shooters. So Under Defeat is like an old shooter from PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, so maybe I'll pick that up as well. Let me know what your suggestions are, let me know what you're loving as well. I'm playing a lot of live service games on there as well, so it's good for that and my whole PlayStation 4 catalogue. But so that's PlayStation 5 update on the old collection there, what we have and what my general thoughts about some of the games so far on there. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel if you did love this, and thank you for staying to the end if you are still listening to all of this. So take care, and we'll see you soon in the next video.